Everyone in the diner froze when the soldier's spit hit her apron. No one spoke. No one moved. They just watched the waitress tremble, and the man in the corner booth slowly fold his newspaper. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. It was a quiet morning in Ashford, a small town near Fort Ridge. The Morning Bell Diner was usually a place for coffee, laughter, and old country songs on the jukebox. But that day, silence tasted like burnt toast and shame. Three young soldiers in fatigue sat near the counter, loud, cocky, fresh out of boot camp. They mocked the waitress, Lily, a woman in her late 30s, with tired eyes and a polite smile that had seen too much disrespect. She'd once been married to a soldier, and she still wore his dog tag under her blouse. "Hey, sweetheart," one of them jeered, leaning back in his chair. "You forget how to pour coffee, or just saving it for someone important?" She apologized softly, her hands trembling as she refilled their cups. But one of them snorted, rolled his eyes, and spat on the floor, right beside her shoes. The diner gasped. Someone dropped a fork. Lily froze, blinking back tears. The young men laughed. They didn't notice the older man in the back corner, the one in the dark coat and worn boots, quietly folding his paper, watching everything. He had the calm of a man who'd seen real war, not the training kind, but the kind that buries your friends and hardens your soul. His name was Major General Harris Cole, and he wasn't just any officer. He commanded the very division those boys belonged to. The room tightened. You could feel it, the air turning heavy. Even the clock seemed to tick slower. Lily whispered, "Please, don't make a scene." But General Cole stood up. His chair scraped against the floor, a sound sharper than any shout. Every head turned. He walked to the counter, his boots steady and unhurried, like thunder before a storm. "Gentlemen," he said, voice low but cutting, "you mind telling me what kind of soldier spits on a woman's uniform?" The three straightened up, startled. They hadn't noticed the stars on his collar, half hidden under his coat. "Sir, we didn't mean any disrespect," one began. "Disrespect?" Cole's tone turned cold. "You wear that flag on your sleeve, and you forget what it means? She serves more honor in one shift than you've shown all morning." He stepped closer, his eyes like steel. "You want to earn your breakfast? Then clean this floor, now." The diner went dead silent. One of the boys hesitated, until the general's gaze met his. Then, without a word, they grabbed napkins, kneeling to wipe their own spit off the floor. The crowd whispered. Phones came out, but no one dared speak. Lily stood frozen, half in shock, half in gratitude. When the soldiers finished, General Cole nodded toward the register. "Pay for every table here. Consider it a lesson, one that doesn't come from a drill sergeant." They obeyed, eyes downcast, shame burning across their faces. As they left, the general called after them. "You'll report to my office Monday morning. We're going to talk about what it really means to wear that uniform." Lily tried to thank him, but he stopped her gently. "Don't thank me," he said. "You've carried this town on your back long enough. It's time someone else stood up for you." Tears welled in her eyes. "You knew my husband, didn't you?" she asked softly. The general smiled faintly. "Sergeant Dale, best mechanic I ever had. He talked about you every day." She covered her mouth, the memories flooding back. He left a folded bill on the counter, and beside it her husband's old unit patch. "He wanted you to have this," Cole said quietly, said it reminded him of home. Then he walked out, the bell above the door ringing once, echoing like closure. Outside, the soldiers waited by their truck, ashamed but silent. Cole stopped beside them. "You embarrassed the uniform today," he said, voice softer now. "But remember this. How you treat the people who serve you says more about your character than how loud you shout order." They nodded, humbled. One whispered, "We'll make it right, sir." "I know you will," Cole replied. "Because real soldiers don't hide behind rank. They earn respect by giving it first. Because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. And sometimes justice walks in wearing an old coat, carrying memories instead of medals." If this story moved you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, what would you have done if you were in that diner that morning?